Master Quattro was hurt very badly. She might die. I heard it was her own apprentice that did it. Did you hear about the young Jedi girl from a couple days ago? I heard she hurt her master pretty bad. Those damn Mandalorians have been raiding farms all over this continent. The Jedi won't do anything, so where does that leave us? Arlen Matali likes to lord his wealth over the rest of us. What I wouldn't give for him to eat his own words. His son seems like a nice boy, though. The Council's been telling us not to go near the stones to the east. Just as well, the Cath hounds near there seem a lot more vicious. Those damn Mandalorians have been raiding farms all over this continent. The Jedi won't do anything, so where does that leave us?
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with? Indeed. What is it you would like from me? The Council has told you nothing of the Grove? Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which you are ignorant. Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe. The Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of Cath hounds. They may be agitated by the power in the Grove. Is there something else I can help you with? Very well. What is it you wish to know? Ah, yes, those caves. Those caves are dangerous for the unwary. Kinreth spiders infest the places. They are attracted by the colors and heat given off by the crystals, I think. It is a pity. Those caves are strong with the Force. Is there something else I can help you with? About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to know? The importance you put in a name is misleading, young one. You, of all people, should remember that. Is there something else I can help you with? I hope your time is well spent here on Dantooine.
Hello. I'm afraid I'm not very good at explaining things. If you have any questions, please ask my husband.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition? Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence? Very well. Thank you, Master Jedi. How may I be of assistance? My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here...
A pleasure.
...live on one of the northern farms. But the Cath hounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help. Ever since the Republic beat them years ago, little groups have been roaming all over the place.
They're pathetic. They're taking scraps when they should be taking worlds.
With the Sith invasion, the Republic doesn't have the manpower to hunt them down. The Jedi are even worse off because Malak has been hunting them specifically. They're worried that he might even be supporting these raiders, so don't want to face them directly. That puts us in a kind of hard situation. Is there anything else I can help you with? Recently, the Cath hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter.
He should have been protecting her better if he wanted to keep her.
Mandalorian beast. Some of us don't like fighting and killing and butchering as much as you. I'm not sure exactly what the Council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require? Well, as you can see, Dantooine is mostly plains and grassland, but it has a nice hearty soil. A lot of new people have come in the last generation or so. The ones you'll most likely hear about are the Scoundrels and the Matalis. Big, wealthy landowners, both of them. But Alan Matali and Nurik Sandrel just can't seem to get along. And now Alan wants to get the council to do something. Well, from what I hear, it started about a week ago. See, Nurik's son, Cassis, is an archaeologist. Bright lad, too, but he disappeared. Nurik, of course, blamed Alan, but even he didn't take it before the council. But now Alan's son, Shen, has disappeared as well, and no one knows where he's gone. Alan blames Nurik. He thinks he's kidnapped his son. I don't know exactly what he wants to ask the council, but from what I know of Alan, he's probably going to be after blood. Is there anything else you require? Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
Wow, talk about an ego trip. You Jedi aren't perfect. Remember Revan and Malik? Maybe these Mandalorians are worth looking into.
You Jedi have left them alone because they haven't harmed you. But they steal our property, destroy our land. Or worse, those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter.
You should have protected her better. And you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing. There was nothing I could do. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no. She was always impulsive. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai, ina kun ba marulira rachikun, slimo padona, nundi hadonga chikon kabi, uba batu konchi, tong nong bong shang nung yang, tong katok smaktelia, yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira, rachikun, mucha shampangpa, laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes, uba batu konchi, tong nong bong shang nung yang, tong katok smaktelia. Laboda ni winki smaktoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes. Laboda ni winki smaktoma, wana kun bes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see? We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped? Not that I know of. None of my neighbors really know he's there. Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked. No, the door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering. Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming... Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He's very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine. He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound. Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me. Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
Ucua penki, tang duamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chi wa aita kanki, chi wi aita ka chong chicha, agi ikotune, chuna muri ra, tang duamaji kona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, Baba Hassan Shan, Nova muri ra tilai kuka, Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga tang duamaji human act in ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra tang duamaji kona. Tong kipa non kunek abog. Tong hidwama aki inko tune. Otong hidwamaji aki inko tune. Tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kung king, kimba nokong nik lota, chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo, kun muliras nimo poiwanga, tong duamaji, human act in ikatune, uchua penki, tong duamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakangki, chana kilikon, Chiwa aita kanki. Kakin cha nawabakaon. Bagwa shank konti machit Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi iko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tongki pa nonku nek abog. Baba Hassan Shan. Noba muri ra tilai kuka. Chua penki, yun patisa, ichuba jikoka naga, ingu mwa mulira duana, imba ni chaloda kun. Kakinja nawabakaon, bagwa shank konti machi tum, chiwaka aita kan kicha na chupornibo, kun muliras nimo poiwanga, tang duamaji, human act in ikatune, Chua penki, yun patisa, ichuban jikoka naga, ingu mwa mulira duana, imba ni chaloda kun. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna mulira, tangi wama jikona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, tong hitwama aki inko tune, otong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kung king, kimba nokong nik lota. Achua penki, yun patisa, ichuba jikoka naga, kingu mwa mulira duana, kimba ni chaloda kung. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, Agi inko tune chuna muri ra, tangi wama jikona, tong kipa nonku nek abog, ki muri ra kung king, tong hitwama aki inko tune. Baba Hassan Shan, noba muri ra tilai kuka.
This is what I
Huh?
Yeah?
What?
Huh?
Yes?
Yeah?
Huh?
Yes?
What? Hey there, what can I do for you? Okay, have it your way. Huh?
What?
What? Take
Yeah?
Sure.
will be your doom!
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
I, Juhani, shall be your death!
Yeah, what do you want? I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements. We were still recovering from the war we fought with the Sith. We were not yet strong enough to fight the Republic again. We needed to train another generation to do that. We would travel from world to world and descend on it in our basilisk war droids. I still remember my first combat. I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below. I don't remember. It doesn't matter anyway. That world's dead now. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life. I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Chuta, bunga kurbis tulbi kikuyana, dong patugas maktilia. Bunga diho bunga kun hongkati, wana kun bez ching balamule, tungking ba nunuta, tugning chatukunne, ulerabes, mucho shakparkan. Kiyeno no namapaule rachiku. Takunjus Takmiki Gravelmoto, Kachichu Itapo Dunga, Tordobank, Wale Oganda Naru, Chuchut, Ogasha Ponka, Bola Wanachi, Amules Limo, Podadara, Kumbis, Mule Rabes, Jedubadwana Nidibobo, Don Nabunsha, Nunya, Don Patukashmak, Telea. Dunga Digo Dunga Kumhanka. Wana kumbez ching palamule, tungking ba nunutek, tugning chatukunne, ulerabes, ka chikun itahodonga, iking kuno ba mulera chikun, stimo podona, yodunga kunkabe, tong haigwam chichum lumpa, itapo etikito, dolpa da bonkwaleo gandonan chuchu. Kachichu ita tundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis-chan ba mulira. Tunga dito tunga kunhanga. Wana kumbis ching balamule. Tungking ba nunutek. Tugning chatukunne mulirabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Stimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runga di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodunga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Stimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runga di hodunga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunutek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun itahaldonga. Iking kuno pamulerachikun. Stimo podona rundihodunga kunkabe. Runda dihodunga kunhankabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mulerabes. Muchashat pakat. Kiyeno no namapaule rachikun.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in? So, what do you want to know? Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back. So, what do you want to know? I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now? So, what do you want to know? Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Bullock has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Rickard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Bullock in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me? Really? Well, then I assure you, on my reputation, I had nothing to do with the killing. I will help you with the case as best I can, though. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day. How can I be of further assistance? Well, actually, I didn't see anything. I was over across the bridge. I heard a shot and came over. I can tell you I was sure surprised to see Calder's body laying there. I just got here when I saw Rickard coming out of the rocks holding his blaster. I was terrified. I had no idea what he was going to do, so I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave. Master Baluk came out here with his droid and started questioning us. I think he really doesn't understand what's going on. I hope that you'll be able to make a more informed decision and get me out of here soon. I have things I have to do. How can I be of further assistance? I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there. Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say. Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Kupa Kupa? Gino Mulera Kimpaija, Slimo Podwama? Lunga Diho Dunga Kun Hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes takum just takmiki grabulmogo kachichu itabo dunga tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha punka bola wana chikne Mamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mulerabes jedobadwana nigibobo Tong nabungsha ninunya, tong patukasmak talea, tong haitwam jiji lumpa, nitapo etikito, tolpa da bonkwaleo gandona chuchut, kachi chu ita dundonga, yumalita kuto tun, chilamulane ni dubobo, onga kumbistan ba mulera, muchashat pakat, kiye no namapaole rachikun. Kupa Kupa? Gino Mulera Kimpaija, Slimo Podwama? Tong Haitwam Jiji Lumpa, Nitapo Etikito, Dolpa da Bonkwaleo Gandona Chuchut, Kachi Chu Ita Dundonga, Yumalita Kuto Tun, Chilamulane Nindubobo. Onga kumbistan ba mulera ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo kachichu ita bodunga tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha punka bola wana chikne amule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mulerabes kachikun ita hodonga ikinkuno ba mulera chikun Imo podona kundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shat pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife. Right.
How can I be of further assistance? I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I be of further assistance? Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Is there any other information you need? The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettick about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. How can I be of further assistance? Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. Oh, no. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally, I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nettick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are. Right.
Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Kislimu Poduama? Runda Diho Donga Kun Hunkabi. Wana Kundes Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunodek, Tugning Chatukune, Muleraves, Ka Chikun Ida Donga, Iking Kuno Ba Mulera Chikun. Slimo Podona, Rundi Hodunga Kun Hunkabe, Runda Diho Donga Kun Hunkabi. Wana Kundes Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunodek, Tugning Chatukune, Muleraves. Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Kislimu Poduama? Takunjas Takmiki Grabulmogo, Kachichu Ita Bodunga, Tolbabank, Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut, Mogasha Ponka, Bolawana Chikne, Amule Slimo, Podadara Nanga Kumbis, Mule Rabes, Kachikun Ita Hodonga, Iking Kuno Ba Mule Rachikun, Slimo Podona, Rundi Hodunga Kunkabe, Muchashat Pakat, Kieno no Namapaule Rachikun.
Is there any other information you need? We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Echanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Is there any other information you need? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Poduama? Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Poduama? Lunga diho dunga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Chikun ida haldonga, ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Simo podona, rundi hodunga kun kabe. Mucho shat pakat. Kiyeno no nama paule rachikun.
So, what do you want to know? Right.
Is there any other information you need? I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Poduama? Tong abum sha umnina? Wanga kumbis keng balemura. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kapavolpa muji kumana? Runga diho dunga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Pakupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija, Slimo Poduama? Runga diho dunga kun hankadi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedabadawana nidibobo. Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong patukashmak talea. Ta kunjus takmiki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Wamule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Runga diho dunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Tong abum sha umnina. Wanga kun bez keng balemuraya. Shonion tunjiji idadwana. Kapabolpa muji kumana. Ta kunjus takniki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kubis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kun kabe. Runda di hodunga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mule rabes. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
Ta kunjus takniki grabulmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolbabank. Wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogisha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadara nanga kumbis mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Ikinkuno pa mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga kun kabe. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chila mulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis chang ba mulera. Achuta. Onga kumbis tulpi kikugoyana. Tong patugas mak elea.
Yeah, what do you want? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake. The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
You've been holding out on us again. If you haven't given us enough money, I guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
And don't think I wouldn't enjoy blowing you to bits.
I am programmed not to respond to threats until attacked directly. I have been programmed to defend myself accordingly. But even if I am terminated, another will take my place. You will still be denied entrance. Leave immediately. Only those on official family business are permitted within the estate.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? I am not programmed for battle. But I will not open the gates except for those on official family business. Even if you destroy me, you will not be able to get in. And tomorrow another droid will be programmed to take over my duties. C842, a personal assistant droid. Who knows? They are beasts and have been very aggressive of late. I'm sorry if I seem a bit abrupt, but I must be moving along. I am rather in a hurry. From my master, Elise. Wait, did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me. No, I ran away of my own free will. But I have my reasons. I'm afraid my owner became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her. She is obsessed. She rarely sees other people and appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds. I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, living people. Please, will you destroy me? What? No! You'd make her suffer like that? You monster!
Yeah, what do you want? I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan. Ha! I was the best. Except for Mandalore, of course. He was the only person alive except Revan who could have beaten me. For 5 days they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail. Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
That hurt, I bet.
You'll never get me!
Fine.
What?
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 Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Uh-huh.
Take that!
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart. He's out there still? I must find him.
Hey, why'd you have to do that? That was just mean.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet? Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you. What? I did not think the Jedi were so greedy. You seem almost Mandalorian. I thank you for what you have done for me, but I have nothing else to give. The Council will hear of your deeds and your greed.
That was totally uncalled for.
Juhani has been slain, I hear. You fought with her in the grove? Even in the darkest heart, there is hope for rebirth. Anyone can be turned back to the light. Anyone. It should not have had to go that far. But some things cannot be avoided. You would do well to mind Juhani's tragic example, and not let yourself fall into the sway of the dark side.